SMT Nation, we back nation. I did some testing on Verizon in the last 24 hours as I've been kind of tracking some of the network modernizations and some of the tuning that's going on in the network, and things are looking pretty good. All right, we're talking about a market in the Cleveland market that has been mostly upgraded for several months. I have a really hard time finding macro sites that aren't upgraded and modern, having both the N77, the C-band upgrades, and then also CBRS. So all those things being said, this network is pretty fast here. And, there's even been some configurations, I think, going on kind of like low-key on the engineering side, whether it's the specific settings or configurations on, the core or whatever, but things are performing really well. The market's very reliable. It's very dense, a lot of redundancy. And now, they seem to be putting things together nicely with the different frequencies on the network. So I want to share some things with you guys from my testing yesterday, and I'll give you some descriptions, show you the performance, and what you can expect moving forward as Verizon does the same within your respective markets. All right, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, X, I'll be sure to put my handle in the description. That's usually where I post a lot of this stuff. Thinking about an Instagram account. I think I've made one before. I just haven't posted. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to do that, if that's something you're interested in. But we also have a community chat on the Patreon side. If you guys are interested in that, you can support us and get access to that, where we share things and discuss topics in cellular. And of course, other ways to support us and get involved. You could be a YouTube member, and you can also support us by buying us a coffee. Big salute to you guys. Thank you. And thanks for watching and commenting on today's video. All right, first image I'm sharing with you here is from the Google Pixel 7 Pro on a Verizon Unlimited plan. And, this test was taken in the evening, late afternoon, early evening, during a soccer match at the stadium. And a pretty decent load. This area serves mostly residential. I'm sure there's some Verizon Home Internet customers, and you could see the usage pretty heavy, right? We're talking about 10 gig fiber circuits. We're talking about 100 megahertz of C-band, 60 megahertz of CBRS, and the downlink's getting soaked up pretty good. But the ping time's 27 on the unloaded, and then loaded, you got 602, 292 respectively with 3 jitter. Plenty good, especially that uplink, right? 133 megabits per second on the up. And looking at this particular site's performance, looks like it's working pretty well given the circumstances. All right, so I'm pretty pleased with that outcome. It's not the fastest speed test, but the network under strain and usage still holding up nicely, proving that they have a lot of capacity on air on a lot of these sites. All right, so this next test, taken not shortly after, but at a different site. This one more so in a completely residential area. It's a location that has a lot of, I think it's mostly like Cox, Spectrum, AT&T fiber, right? So you don't have the fixed wireless access usage, just because I don't think those customers are probably looking for a fixed wireless option. But the reason I posted this is because the ping times are much lower than previous tests within this area. So that's great to see. Whatever system configurations, cloud operations are going on with these, with these connections, ping times now in the teens is really good. I'm really happy about that. I know some people have been posting, some 12, 13, 10, 9 millisecond, Ericsson market ping times, but here in the Samsung market, it just doesn't get that low. But this is encouraging. About 700 megabits on the down and 124 on the up, 19 ping, 1 jitter. You'll see the loaded latency 542 for down, but uplink at 88. That's a really good test, right? And this is during peak times, right? We're talking about 5:30 p.m. People are getting off of work, and they're getting on these cell towers, and you're getting usage. All right, so I'm assuming that this is one of those sites that gets over a gigabit per second, and the usage is there, and it's still pretty fast, right? Probably not the same amount of usage that we saw at the stadium, speed test, but this is pretty good, encouraging. Fully modernized site, 10 gig backhaul. I have tested this site before at different times of the day and gotten over 800 megabits. I wonder now if off peak we're probably looking at a gigabit speed, right? So I'm not sure. I'll try to test it early in the morning to see what the usage is like. And last speed test for you guys here, about 7 in the morning when I took the test, and I posted it when I got to work. This one is the first gigabit speed test that I got on N77 C-band, 100 megahertz of it, and really fast, right? Almost 1.2 gigs down, right? 1,195 megabits, 131 on the up. Incredibly fast speed test. This is 100 megahertz of C-band. Just that's it. So I'm guessing with the additional 40 megahertz of bandwidth that still hasn't been tapped into, we need an update from Samsung and Verizon to retune radios for that. And then I think we're probably looking at a 1.5, gigabit per second. Maybe more, who knows? There might be some additional bandwidth potential, with the N48 piece with CBRS. Maybe this gets over 2 gigs. But I'm really encouraged by this, folks. We're seeing improvements to the Verizon network, the scaling, the upgrades, the density in a lot of these top 50 markets, top 100 markets. And, the configurations have improved as well. Ultra reliable, I will say. The C-band piece has brought some really nice performance. And now we've got folks enjoying, the fixed wireless access option, competitor, pricing, all that type of stuff. Very encouraged by this. By the way, this 1.2 gigabit speed test came from the Pixel. The iPhone, I think, got like 900 megabits. Just throwing that out there. I'll continue to test for you guys. I'll be doing the same thing with AT&T. I'll give them a couple of days of testing. T-Mobile's, so AT&T has been getting better, more and more speed, better configurations. I'm seeing the same thing as they scale their upgrades for N77 and DoD with the C-band. And then for T-Mobile, I'm seeing more sites getting 10 gig backhaul. Slowly, but surely it is happening. So I'll be doing that over the next week or so. So stay tuned for more videos. Tell me what you want to see, what you want me to test, and I'll be sure to get those videos out for you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below your thoughts on the testing, how things have been for you, and we shall see you all on the next video. Peace.